Blessings. I wanted to give some specifics of the diet. This is the part 3 of the weight loss. For my own accountability, I want to post some things that I have about my body, which I don't really want to do this, but I just feel that it's kind of part of the process, so I might as well do it. My starting weight, 320. I don't know if I really want to go over all the measurements or anything like that. I don't think that's necessary. But my BMI is 51.6. That is definitely in the morbidly obese category, and I would certainly more than qualify for weight loss surgery. The only thing that I haven't done is go through like the mandatory 6 months of diet supervised or doctor supervised dieting. But I'm not going to go there with weight loss surgery at this point. I've considered it many times over the years, but for me, I just really feel like either way, it's got to be a lifestyle change in the regards of I've got to change my eating habits permanently. I have to bring my body under subjection for Christ permanently, not just for a day or two. And while I appreciate and respect the tool of weight loss surgery that some people have chosen to use, personally I don't think I would make that choice, just because I figure I've got to make the choices of eating right on my own either way. Even if you have the surgery, you still have to behave, and it can be undone by you overeating. Your stomach can stretch back out and so forth, and I think either way the change has to be made. So my goal is to make it on my own. I'm not on my own. That's wrong. I shouldn't say that, because obviously I'm not going to get through this without God's help. My husband is being an encouragement, being the sweet man that he is. I'm sure that there's going to be people who will be praying for me and that already are. And just the fact that I'm going to post these here out on YouTube, I think that will obviously make it that I'm not on my own, I'm not alone. I know that people will say nice things. I'm sure there might be some people who say mean things. Well, hope not, because I might cry. But I need to do this. I need to do it without surgery, and I don't want the glory of doing it to have to be shared with a surgeon, so to speak. I want the glory to go to God if I'm able to get through this, which I think I can. I have at times before counted calories and lost weight and fallen off the wagon, so to speak. But I know I can do it. I know I can do it if I set my mind to it, truly set my mind to it. And I feel like I have. A big Achilles heel for me is if I have a day where I didn't do good, then I continue to not do good. And I'm not real good for giving myself a free day or whatever and getting back on track. I'm very, very bad at that. But I want to try to overcome that. If something happens and I do need to go over calories, because I've had to eat out because of an emergency or whatever, or my husband really wanted to have a nice meal out and calorie-wise it just wasn't happening, then I need to make sure that I get back on track the next day, obviously. That's my plan, so to speak, is to count calories and to lean on God every day and to pray and trust that He can get me through this. I know that Scripture says that you won't fall into temptation that God can't get you through and that you won't be able to bear. And I need to remember that every day. And I think all of us can get through this if we lean on God. No amount of anything else, fad dieting or anything will get us through. It's ultimately God. He makes our bodies. They're a fascinating thing that they can get as big as they do and still function. It's amazing to me that I don't have more problems than I have. Being diabetic and polycystic, thyroid's a little bit wacky, but it's amazing I don't have more problems. So far my blood pressure's okay. Cholesterol's a little high, but not bad. It's, I think, 180 something. But in general, our body is an amazing thing, and I know that if I put my flesh under the subjection, then I know I can get through this, and hopefully my body won't be too damaged from what I've done. I know that at my size I'm going to have things like excess skin and the like, and that scares me and worries me. Sorry, I was just checking on my son there. It is a fright that I have, no doubt, but I also know that God will see me through. He will make a way. Whatever it looks like in the end with excess skin can't be as bad as being 320 pounds. There's no way. But for right now, I've given you my starting weight and all that. I can tell you, when I got on the scales last night, I was 316.8, so I've already lost a little bit, but at my size, obviously, I will lose a little faster in the beginning. And I think that's a safe thing. I'm not trying to do any crazy numbers, and like I said, I've got doctor clearance to do the 12 to 1500 calories a day. Things that I have done, I've made myself a spreadsheet to keep track of my calories. Obviously anybody can just use a piece of paper or whatever, but right now I'm using the spreadsheet, and it's kind of nice because I got doing all the math for me. I made on this spreadsheet, I made tabs at the bottom, so it will track basically my calories on one tab. I've got another one for goals, and then on another tab I actually just pasted some pictures of me. That's something I don't ever do. Rarely do I have pictures of my full body. I usually do head and shoulders up, and I prefer that because it really unnerves me to see my full self. But I took some pictures of myself on Sunday when I took all my measurements, and they were very disturbing to me. It's not what I see myself as. I feel that I'm fat, and I see myself as a fat person, but not that bad. Not as bad as it really is. I was kind of stunned by it. But I put those pictures out there for myself to try and look at, and I want to look at them often. I have several pages written down, a list of reasons to lose weight. It's huge list of reasons, and the only reason not to lose weight is just because I want to eat. And when you compare it against several pages of major life-changing things, then why is this a problem? I ask myself, what's wrong with me? Why do I do this? What else have I done? Oh, the scriptures. I posted like 3 or 4 pages of scriptures that I went in and copied, and I put them above my sink to read over as I do dishes each day. I think those are the big things. Right now, exercise, I get a fair amount doing gardening, and I'm out there, a couple times a week at least, usually, if not 3 or 4 times, doing weeding and things like that. And that is very physically exerting for me to do, especially if it's a warm day, which we're getting into that hot time of year. And I come in, I feel like I've sweat buckets off from doing that. So in some ways I'm not terribly worried about the exercise point, but I just don't have too much ability. I don't have workout equipment, and even if I did, a lot of workout equipment can't handle my weight. I do once in a while try to go for walks, though admittedly I need to do a lot more, but I'm also limited as I have to take my little boy with me, and he's 2.5, and he can only do so much, and I don't want to push him beyond his limits. So I have a little bit of limitation there, but I'm also hoping that as I lose some weight from calorie counting and through the summer with the garden work, that my ability will be a little more increased, and maybe, if my husband agrees, maybe I can find a used piece of exercise equipment, because maybe by then, maybe my weight will be down enough that I won't destroy the equipment with my weight. So I don't know, we'll see, but I do need to get more exercise work in there, but it's not terrible since I have gardening. So, but for the moment, I think that's the overall information anybody who wants to watch about this needs to know. I will try to post again I'm guessing maybe a month. I don't know, just as I feel led. But I wanted to get this out there and share with people who may need to know what my struggle is as I go through this. I don't know. I hope it's a help to somebody. But I know if anything, it's going to keep me accountable to a level. So, every little thing that I can do to bring this flesh under subjection, hopefully that will help. But have a very blessed day. And if you are like me, feel free to email me and we'll pray for each other as we go through this. Have a blessed day.